Hi, my name's Julie Griffey, and
I'm Brian Belmer.
we work here at Nomex. Amcon is a part of Nomex, and we're an optical supply company. We're about to do a usability test on some web-based software that we wrote, and we are pretty nervous.
A little bit, yeah.
So what this software does, it's an order entry system, and it allows our telemarketers to take an order that they're hearing on the phone and putting it into the computer so that it to be as efficient as possible.
And hopefully it'll actually speed up the whole process without all the writing, and we'll have all the stuff that's from our databases pulled in automatically, as opposed to where in the past they just had to write it all out by hand.
So our hope is that the order taking process will become more efficient and more accurate. We've been told that we have a lot of inaccuracies in order taking just simply because the people filling the orders can't read the writing of the sales rep. So this should solve that problem and also help with accuracies in pricing. So what we're going to do is we are going to do a usability test to gauge the efficiency and the accuracy of our system and see how our test subjects feel about what their emotional response is to see how happy it makes them, if at all. And then we're going to see what adjustments we need to make to the system. We have an idea of some of them, but we expect that we're going to be surprised. We're going to do a talking aloud protocol, which means that we are going to encourage them to vocalize their response to the system and just talk about how they're feeling, what they're having trouble with, what they like, what they don't like. We're not going to try to analyze any of these results, but we're just going to take notes and obviously video record the testing session so that we can go back and figure out what we need to change in our software system. Anything to add to that?
Not right now, at least.
Okay, so our three test subjects are all sales reps for Amcon. They all take orders over the phone. They have varying roles. One is an inbound sales rep, which means that she primarily takes calls that are coming in. Two of them are outbound sales reps. One has larger national territories, and the other one has just a typical, more typical size territory. So we're trying to gauge the different users using this application. So it's gonna be fun. Let's go see what happens.
Take an order. I don't like, I think it needs to be not in gray because it's kind of muted on the screen. Zip code will do. You're good. Select it. I don't know what to do after that. So there we go. Okay. Dr. Brand, everything's in there. Let's see. So owner and tax ID didn't get transferred, or is that just automatically from the web?
It doesn't really matter that much.
Okay. Because we always have to have that checked off when we submit an order. Bill to, it'll be shipped to that address. And now they would just ask, let's say 100 solar rolls. Let's say they want 100 solar rolls. So it goes by bags. That might be bad for invoicing. That was pretty simple.
Okay, I think I gathered some data.
Okay.
I mean, was that helpful?
Yeah, I
Okay.
noticed a lot of things that were problematic.
Should be the same as CRM.
I have two M's in CRM. Does that? Okay. Oh, well, that's weird. They have a web order in the past. It won't pull up if they've.
It should be their billing, the main billing address.
Oh, so it's going to be their main?
Try by zip codes. You know, some of our web customers don't know their account number.
Well. Oh. Can I play around with this then?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Do you want me to try anything else, or?
Did you notice that you ordered? Oh, it's a different one. So you know where
Well,
it is.
see here, what's really weird though is I thought one wasn't working.
That was when you had a bad stock number. I think that was why it wasn't working.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Try editing it to one.
Well, see, that's where, see, sometimes they're supposed to be written as each, and sometimes, okay, this one's each. Yep, okay.
Well, you just have to look at
That
the unit
works.
too. It's the box. Of
Okay, it'll tell you. Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
Okay.
1550. Okay. All right. Of course, this one only had one item, but I can just make something up if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me do this. 12 AH 4000. Oh geez, does it have to all be capitalized? Okay, that's right. Didn't give me the discounted price. I thought they were $7.15, but anyway, that's okay. We'll go on. Okay. Now what do you want me to do?
Just try to submit the order.
Okay, where is that?
Right here.
Okay. Submit order. Bill to blah blah blah. Okay, total is $229.40. Finished with this order. Say yes. Do I go back to the home page? Is that what I'm clicking here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now what?
That's all we need.
Okay.
I was able to gather a lot of data from that. So we are post usability test right now. What did you think?
A lot of things I kind of figured would happen, like for example the hyphen thing. I figured that'd be a big deal to them because they're so used to it on the current web system they do for just looking up stuff.
Well, so the deal is that we all of our stock numbers are 2 letters and then a dash and then four numbers. And on our regular website, we've dummy proofed it so that they can. I shouldn't say. That they can enter a stock number without the dashes and it still works. And so we might have to do the same in this system. That shouldn't be that big of a deal.
I don't think it's going to work that way though.
Well, it could look in that other field. Remember the field that we don't have we do have another field. Could it search both those fields, or I don't know.
I think it's going to pull everything. I think it's going to be the problem.
Well, maybe we could do something on the front end where whatever they add, if there's no dashes, then we put a dash in it.
That would probably work.
You know, we could search the string. I think that might be fixable. What I think, there's some harder challenges. I think that, I took some notes. We'll just talk about this. Easy things too. Like the fact that they get to the page like, where do I go? Taking an order is probably the most popular thing that they're going to do, so we probably have to make that the most dominant thing. This is other stupid easy fixes, which is funny. I mean, if they can't pull up a customer, it says, we have some text there that says can't find what you're looking for, but the heading above it still says select a customer, and so you see that first, and I mean, I think it should just go away, or it should just go away, and that's like such an easy fix too. I have a lot of scribbles. See, this is why we videotaped it, so we can go back. Unit confusion, making that more obvious. Oh, another thing too, they didn't hit tab. When they put in the stock number, they just hit return, and they weren't checking to see what.
Checking the price and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. So I don't know if that would be something that comes with training, or maybe we don't let them submit it until that next bit of data is pulled in. I don't know.
Most likely.
The cart line being updated causing the error, I think that's just a technical thing we need to fix. I think that it pulled the dollar. I don't know why it gave. Do you know why they got that error?
It shouldn't have, no, but I was kind of playing with that yesterday, so that could be something that happened yesterday. I just didn't check.
Okay. Yeah, so for subject number 2, I wrote down taking an order was not super obvious. Stock numbers, want to enter them without dashes. Subject number 3, just at the end, when you do pull up a customer, the title that we have on that button there, it says submit query. and it's just not, it just could be more specific, update this customer's record or something like that.
Yeah.
Should be more obvious. And then the technical issue, maybe, I think it might be more user-friendly to have them taking the order and having that up at the top of that page and all the customer info beneath it. Or maybe they have to go to a second page where maybe it has to be 2 separate pages, where they select the customer or they put the customer into the system, and then they build the order, and then they go to another page before they check out where they put in the shipping information and the rest of the information about the order.
That's what I was thinking too, but I'm kind of wondering if they're going to say, well, this way we do it. It has to be done exactly in this order. So I think that's going to be the problem we're going to run into. I think we're going to have to.
They need more of a realistic situation. Well, I'm wondering if, well, one thing I know that they could do is when they were able to submit that page without having the shipping information in there. So that's just a technical thing that we need to fix. But I think that as they're on that page building the order, it should be at the top, you know? Because that's what they're mostly concerned with.
Because 2 out of 3 reps did actually go to the customer information first. The last one went to actually taking the order, then went up and mess with the customer information, ship to, PO, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because they do have a sense of, I think when they log in and they either select the customer or they enter the customer, they have a sense for who they're working with initially, and then they feel like they can go from there. You know, they have that kind of locked into the system almost.
Yeah.
So I think that's, you know, I don't know how much, once it just comes with training or what. I think
a lot of it is going from a paper system to a digital system is quite a jump. So they don't know what to expect, so they don't know how to operate without some kind of guidance.
Yeah. I'm trying to show some restraint to not make fun of some of our users. And when you're not very good at computers in general, I mean.
That's why they were picked.
Yeah, I mean, well, we definitely had a range of less and more computer savvy users. So, you know, that was interesting to see too.
Yeah.
So we'll make some changes and then we'll do some testing again. But this was really informative. I think that it's interesting to see like just some stupid minor things that we don't think about because it's not a big deal to change as developers, are a really big deal for users because it's, you know, it's just confusing to them.
And the stuff that we're so used to seeing was so oblivious, so foreign to them, they didn't even notice it at first.
I know, like select this customer. How much bigger do you think you need to make it?
Or more colors we need to add there.
I know. Well, the good thing about it too is that the color palette of the whole system is so neutral that by adding a little bit of red here and there, like for example on the order form, I think it's a little goofy how to submit the order, it's in the middle of the page. That doesn't seem intuitive to me, but because it's red there, that makes it, I think, really obvious, you know, because there's no other red on the page. It just immediately clues them in that that's like, you know, that's like something important.
Yeah. I think 2 out of 3 people did notice that too. So it was obvious to some, but not everyone.
Mm-hmm. Well, that wraps up our usability test. Bye-bye.